Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So, what a whirlwind day yesterday on Forex. I think the only one that really played out was Euro USD. So, let's get straight into it. At the moment, we're clearly in a downtrend. We clearly have dollar strength here. And what we were looking for yesterday was some kind of a rejection of a level, and we were aiming for the bottom here. Now, at the moment, the move has played out. So again, same plays yesterday. Waiting for a pullback and then an opportunity to short again. Now, yesterday's play was quite simple. We were looking for a break of this area here. We didn't really get a retest, but we did get quite a nice solid break and then came back for a retest. So if you look at it on the 15-minute, you'll see there was your retest there. That's why I keep saying the last couple of days is get down to the 15 and watch the 15 when you get to the levels, because that is the important part. Okay, so kind of actually played out fairly soon after we put the video out, and then just fell. A nice decent trade there. At the moment, I would expect some kind of a retest, and the retest we're looking for is this level right here. So this is 115.627. Now, just add another level in. Always add 2 or 3 levels in. So if we just do 3 levels, there are the 3 tails. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 1, 2, and then there's a third tail there. This is almost a double bottom. So that's the area that you would expect price to get back into, and it is basically forming a flag channel of sort. Look at your oscillators starting to cross over far apart. When that happens, another leg down. Another leg down. What we're looking for, let's just be conservative and take just sort of the move of yesterday. And you should get something like that. So you should be targeting around 115.045. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. A little bit of a complex one here. We did get the pullback onto structure eventually, and then we sort of kind of try to get going. And obviously we're looking for longs here in dollar strength. But we also had a bit of chaos in Japan at the same time yesterday, so obviously that influenced the markets, right? So at the moment, we have a lower high in place, and then the second part of this is really this component here. So it's almost a consolidation flag. Now, bear in mind, we've got non-farm payrolls on Friday, and we also have jobs number today. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see us sort of just struggle a little bit before we get going in a direction. Now, one big thing about US dollar Japanese yen is look at these gaps to the downside. You can see there's quite a few gaps all the way down. Now, if we come to the hour, you're going to see a fairly decent pullback in actual fact. Didn't quite hit the levels we're looking for. This was a level we're looking for. This bar here looked like it was the one, but then obviously we got a rejection off it again. So, and that was a range bar. So range bars you don't really take as a signal. What you're looking for is pin bars and inside bars and engulfing bars. So there's your engulfing bar there. So that would have been your signal. Hasn't really moved since then. So yeah, I think for me on this pair is really just wait and see. I think Euro USD offers a little bit more at the moment, but let's see if we can get above 111.500. Then I anticipate this trend line 111.677 would hold us up, and alternatively, if we get below 111.298, then I do anticipate sort of. Not very far, I don't think. Probably something like that, which would be down to 111.200. So I'm not a fan of taking the short. We are in an uptrend, and the hour moving averages are in an uptrend. So I'm looking for either a break or find some support on this trend line at the bottom for a move the upside. But I think that triangle is here for most of the day until the data comes out later on. Moving on to British pound Japanese yen. So this thing is purely sideways at the moment. It is in amongst the moving averages. I don't even think you need to be even thinking about trading this. The one thing that is very clear and that is that there is a lower high in place. So not really a lower low in place. If we look at this, it's really just bottom of range here, top of range right here, bottom of range down here, but we do have a lower high inside the range. So if we move down to the hour, you know, is there something we can see at the moment? So we did get a bit of rejection off the top there, as we were expecting. Well, we were expecting a little bit higher, expecting a bit of a bounce up and then sort of a rejection. But look at our oscillators at the moment as well. So we are sideways right here, and I think these are the two levels to watch. So to the upside, 151.529. If we get above that and we can hold it with the moving averages as they are, then I suspect you're more than likely coming up to 152.116. But if we sort of start dropping below 151, 145, then I suspect we're more than likely coming down to the bottom of the range. Now there's quite a bit of noise around the UK at the moment, so watch it very carefully, because the news and the noise is basically putting pressure on it to fall. So watch it very, very carefully. Okay, and lastly, Euro British Pound. Yeah, we've got a fairly solid move now. Sort of close of last week and this week, there's been a little bit of chaos, or should we say, attempt at forming a base here at 0.85058. Only thing that concerns me with trying to get short here is the oscillators. So I would much rather be trying to look for an opportunity to short a little bit higher up. And at the moment, that would be 0.58278. We look at the levels we can trade. You can see that is sideways. So no real reason to get into that unless we get a breakout to the downside. So London breakout strategy is the way to go, I think, for this one. Yesterday, that wouldn't have really played out. If you look at the first 7 bars, we kind of would have faked out to the upside and faked out to the downside. Or maybe not. Let me give 1 second here. Yeah, so it was kind of a fake out to the upside. You got the first target, and then you got the second target there. So for those of you who don't know, London breakout, first 7 bars, draw your range, and then your target areas are the 61.8 extension, which you got, and then the heights of the range, which was almost, and then you got it to the downside, exactly the same thing. 61.8 was tagged, and then the range target was almost tagged. So I think that would be the... Let me just do that so you can see what I'm talking about. So that would be the opportunity, I think. So more than likely we're going to clear this 0.85058 and then move on down. And I think the next target is 0.84700. So we need to get through this sideways motion here. So break, retest, that is the short. I'm not really interested in the long at the moment. Even if we do get above this until the moving averages cross over in the opposite direction. Okay, anyway, that's it for me on Forex today. Be wary, there is data coming out today and tomorrow, so lots of chaos happening on the indexes as well. So we'll get to that now in my next video. But anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you bright and breezy tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.